Morning, Patricus. How you going? Let me get my microphone set up. Morning, Bobby. Hey, Sean. Bryson, how are we? Sorry I'm a little late. Hey, Texas, how you going? Someone didn't turn off the fucking... Damn it. Well, that's not good. Oh well. We'll make do. Hey, Bobby McDonald, how you going? Hello, Wayne. Chad, how you going? Right. Well, if that's the case, I gotta set up the other one. Come on. Play the game. What if I do this? There we go. It's a whole lot of trouble to go to for warming your tea. Luke. So how are we all this morning? What did I do for Australia Day? Fucking nothing. I don't celebrate Australia Day. Hot. It's like someone had been putting a blowtorch to it. There we go. Nice warm cup of tea. Right, so I spent all of yesterday on the grinder making handles for these hammers and axes and all kinds of fun. Now I need to put them all on, make them stuck for, as long as will take for the handles to shrink and then fall off again. As they are wont to do. Hey Everett, how you going? Settling down for the evening? That's what decaf's for. That way you get still have coffee, but not, bouncing off the walls. Then again, I don't feel the effects of coffee, so I can drink it right before I go to sleep. All right. So, we've got that one, 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 and then 3 hex hawks. And the hex hawks have to be blued first. So, should probably do that first. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I wonder where my glove shall go. Yeah, Aaron, I know. I'm pretty sure I'm undiagnosed, but, it's expensive to get diagnosed, so I'm not going to bother. How you doing, Aaron? Yeah. Not too bad, Wayne. It's still pretty warm, but well, it's not scorching. I wouldn't call it scorching. Hey, Jared. Thanks, mate. Will do. Give you an idea of what the ambient temperature is in here. 34 degrees Celsius. $93 degrees Fahrenheit. And warming up. But that's all right. I'm not firing up the forge today. Whew. Okay. My hex hawks. These are, I got 2 500 mil long ones for like pack axes, and then the other one's a 400 mil hatchet size one. Same size head, just different size handles. I ran out of handle material, and my supplier isn't going to have any until late next week, so I am plumb out of luck. Bit of isopropyl alcohol. I could leave them this kind of mottled gray color, but I like to blue them. I just think it looks better. Brand new bottle of Birchwood's Casey's Gun Blue. Super blue, this one. You can use perma blue if you want. Although I find perma doesn't give you as deep a blue as super does. Yeah, Aaron, it's been insane, hasn't it? I can only hope, Daniel. I can only hope. From the mouth to the drink of a jog of Pachin. Not blued, blued. God, the stuff stinks. Nice and dark. That's what we want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Yeah, Bobby, I would do that, but I'm not gonna. I'm not worried about it being too dark. Just put it in the mank tank. Mank tank's got a slightly basic nature anyway because it's full of baking soda. Zig a zig, indeed. Oh, well, welcome to the channel, Sean. Normally, Saturday streams are reserved for forging stuff, but I'm currently preparing for a knife show and need to get a whole bunch of work done, so I am doing it on camera. But welcome. Blah, blah, blah. My favorite, water displacing oil. That's what WD stands for. Yeah, no, fair enough. I appreciate it. It's a good tip for those of you who want to get a better bluing effect for your gun blue. Boil it first. Let that sit in that for a little while, and then I'll grind the edge on before we put it on the handle. Ah! I'm dropping crap everywhere. Another one. The one's handled with hickory, one's handled with ash, and then the other one's handled with spotted gum because I had to kind of make do with what I had. Now let's see if the WD-40 that's on my hand is going to inhibit the bluing process. I imagine it will, but we'll see. If it does, I may have to switch gloves. Nope. We're good. It's got to be aggressive. Scrub it in there. But in the interest of not running the risk, grab the last one. Give that the bluing treatment. Nothing like a bit of good blued steel. Okay, I'm gonna leave that to sit for a while. Gloves off. Hey Zach, how you going? Whew. Yeah, super blue. Birchwood Casey Super. This is 20 grit. I need 60. Yes, boil after blowing. Yeah, I just like it for the aesthetic. You know, it's nothing to do with practicality. It just looks cool. But yeah, as Bobby says, you can boil it to increase darkness, and part of that is that boiling is a rust conversion technique. If you've got red rust, if you've got red rust and you boil it, it will pick up an extra oxygen atom and give it an extra iron atom during the boiling to create Fe3O4 rather than Fe2O3, which is what is the dark color. Basically, all the bluing solution is doing is using a catalyst to over-oxidize the material and cause it to create Fe3O4 rather than Fe2O3 on the surface naturally. Blah, 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 blah. Fe2O3 being headache on this, right? Fe2O3 being red rust. Fe3O4 being mill scale. So I'm just going to go over there and grind these axe heads quickly. Ow, that hurt. Sorry, dropped you. I would bring you over here to watch the grinding, but the internet doesn't like to travel that far, unfortunately. You can tell I've done this once or twice. Sorry, I know this is a bit boring. Moving swiftly, but not with haste. Chill, Daddy-O, come on. Right, done. Sorry about that. But now they all have edges. And that's one of the reasons I like to blue them, is because it really gives you a nice contrast. And bugger off. Remove. Yeah. Nice and shiny. Sawdust is flammable, Vince. Hey, Larry. Yeah, I'm outgrowing the space for sure, Aaron, unfortunately. Thanks for telling me, Kevin. Now I know. Yeah, it's a shame Kayla wasn't here to see me use my actual PPE. Power stance. Just being supported. So yeah, yeah. Now they're all ground, ready to go. I have my welder. And now I've got to wedge all these bastards. I just realized I might not have enough wedges. 3, 6, 8. Well, gotta cut another one. That's fine. Let's shift all of these off the anvil. And I'll bring you a bit closer to watch so you can watch what I'm doing. Ah! Move to the US. Yeah, no, I'll pass. Thank you very much, Larry. I'd need money for that. I'm a broke bladesmith. The hell am I going to afford the flight? I need to go to the US at some point, but yeah, I won't be living there. Okay. Let's just get these glued and I'll cut the other one at the end. Where's my wooden mallet? There it is. Me crappy wooden mallet. Good. I would suggest using something like Type Bond 3, which is a waterproof PVA. This is Selly's Aqua here. Good God, Sam. Which is basically as close as we can get here in Oz. Get it started. Drive it home. That will do. One. And yes, there's a giant pile of sawdust on the floor, which I shouldn't be grinding steel into, but I did. Do as I say, not as I do. Using hickory wedges for once. So I had a bit of spare hickory after I cut the handle for the for one of the hex hawks. The only hex hawk to ever have a hickory handle. The only reason I had hickory is because when I was at a hammer inn, they had a sledgehammer which had an American hickory handle on it. And the head broke off at the neck. But the rest of the handle was perfectly fine, so I took it home. No longer wearing the VersaFlow, so I can put my headband back on. This is a process. Good God, that thing's deep. Might actually have to cut the... Oh no, the shoulder's deep enough. Yeah, that's fine. I may clip off the end of the handle though, just to make the thing sit a little deeper. Right. Wedge. I'm moving relatively quickly because there's a lot to do. I'm going to wedge all of these, scorch all of these, and then oil them all. And I still have more work to do today. And it's warm. Okay, she bottomed out. That should be fine. 3, 4, and the last of the English cutler's hammers. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. So you want to drive the wedge in using the anvil face rather than driving the wedge in with a hammer from the top, because the force, if you're hammering down this way, the handle is trying to bounce off the anvil and it's throwing the head upwards, whereas, just try and get it seated. Well, that didn't work. That notch is a little tight. Snap my wedge. Whereas driving the handle into the wedge means that all the force rebounding... Oh, God, this is annoying. All right, let me just... fix that. Sometimes the wedge just doesn't want to go. You gotta convince it. Hey Matt, how you going? Come on. Get it started. Nope. I have to chuck that. Start again. I may actually have to cut this one a little wider. It would be nice to break even once in a while. Hey Gary. The show's next weekend. Hey Aaron Dennis, how you going? Just going to widen the notch in the eye because it's so tight that it's not allowing the tip of the wedge in, which means that it's not wedging at all. What did I cut this with? A fucking hacksaw? There we go. That should do it. Don't know what I cut that in with. Looks like I cut it in with a hacksaw blade, which is not normally what I do. So I'm going to have to cut 2 more wedges. That's fine. Being able to cut more wedges is kind of a skill that you need to have. And I have a process for it which makes multiple wedges, which makes my life a lot easier. Daniel, if you see people posting that random crap, can you just hide user and channel? Bloody bots, honestly. Time, yeah, time is not any of our friends. Make sure I mount it on the right way. There is a right way and wrong way with these ones. Okay. Still pushed it closed. Hopefully there'll be enough play in it that I can get the wedge at least started. Come on, play the game. I hate this. This is very irritating. There we go. Okay. Booger me. Number 4. Time is running out. Did I not sand this handle? One thing after another, Samuel. No, time was definitely not on my side this month. Nor was the weather. Cool. Done. Yep, there it is. Uranium fever's got me. Can I have a look at messages? Too far away. Yep, Burst of Nice Show is still happening. And yes, it's going to be just locals. Loving the new fan, Jonathan. Very much so. Yeah, Matt, that's basically what I did. Yes. No, only Daniel's got the wrench right now. He's the handyman. Oh dear. My wedge just splooged everywhere. How very unfortunate. I'll probably put a steely in that one. 5. Zix. I do love my hex hawks. This is Scott. I think this is this the ash one? Hard to tell. Yeah, this is the ash one. Definitely putting a steel crossy in this one. I try not to put steel cross wedges in my stuff before I ship it out because wood shrinks when it gets shipped, like when the humidity changes and stuff like that. So I prefer to leave that to the customer. But if the fit up isn't great, I will put a steel cross wedge in there just to ensure that what they're getting is good. That'll be fun. Sweet. God, I love my hex hawks. I'm always sad to part with them. That's why we use waterproof. Bit of sandpaper. If you aren't sanding your anvil, you're actually doing blacksmithing, right? The answer is yes, but sanding your anvil is a good thing. Occasionally, nice smooth surface. I will be, yes, burning them. Yes, I will be burning them. Hey Crawford, there you going? Yeah, so Perth Knife Show didn't actually have a lot of interstate presenters this year, mainly because we knew that the borders might stay shut. So all of the people at the show are going to be Australian local, West Australian locals. But yeah, I burn most of my handles. I do a 3/4 or halfway burn on mine. It's mostly an aesthetic thing. So this is one of the hammers that'll be for sale at the show. It's a diagonal peen. But yeah, I just like the look. But yeah, it also hardens the outside layer and helps with uptake of oil. But yeah, it's mostly an aesthetic thing. Five days declimatizing. Yeah. It's kind of what I've been you know, I've started being known for. Shasugiban, yeah, indeed. It's basically that process. Although Shosugiban was originally developed for protection against mold and termites and stuff like that. So the termites won't eat your handle. And the handle shouldn't mold. This is what I was doing all day yesterday. My arm is killing me already. So this is the end off that hickory hammer that I was talking about. Really need a new jack saw. This thing is crap. Unfortunately, my employee didn't know any better when he went to buy a new one, and he bought like Trojan, which are like the worst brand. I have a bandsaw. I have a bandsaw. It's just a metal cutting bandsaw. I don't have space in my shop for more than one. Kind of outgrowing the space I have with the tooling I have. Here we go. 2 new wedges. An extension fund. I need a new house fund or a workshop fund. That's the dream with Patreon. That was always my intention, was to build my stable income, so Patreon or income from ad revenue and stuff like that, to the point where I could regularly afford rent on a workshop off-site, like a warehouse. Because most warehouses around here are about $800 a fortnight. So I'm a long way off getting that much in Patreon earnings, but that's the dream. Of course, I haven't really been pushing that much, and I haven't really been putting anything on there, so I don't expect people to sign up for it until I get more active again. It's been a little difficult these last few months. Things have been in a little bit of flux, and not the good kind. Beginning of this year, I didn't know if I was going to have a workshop at all. So, plans got put on the back burner. Sieben. I peeled my wedge. Oh well, should be fine. Driving hickory into hickory. It's always fun. Definitely gonna need a steely in that one. It's... Give them a minute to dry. And so you're going to try and make your own Damascus. Nice. Thanks, Crawford. Hey, Eric. All good. Power hammer's not going to go in here, unfortunately. No space for it. Plus, I wouldn't be able to run it. The floor is indefinitely indeed. Yeah, no, 800 a fortnight, Crawford. So like 1,600 a month in rent for the shop. Yes, you can get anhydrous ferric chloride. That's correct. That's how I used to buy it. Doesn't, well, I mean, the stuff that I bought didn't come in powder. It came in balls, little tiny granules. It was granulated. So yeah, not fucking cheap. Maybe one day. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I thought about it. It's very illegal, but, you know, only if they know that you're doing it. Yeah. So cool. It's been a while since I made Hexox. So I'm just, you know, living up the enjoyment of my Hexox. These aren't exactly the same as the earlier ones, and I need to improve my forging again. But, yeah. I'm a fan. Hey, Alex. How you going? Yeah. All right. Next on the chopping block. Hey, Kevin. All right. Uranium fevers got me down. Go. Now just gotta run them on the roll on the grinder. Oh, missed one. Go. Bollocks. Right, sit on the ground then. All right. So that's all of the tops of the eyes finished up. Now to charring. Yeah, sorry, trail dust. I'm gonna have to be back and forth to the grinder, unfortunately. Which apron strap? Oh, is that one backwards? Oh, never mind. I can't actually feel it, so. Is that better? You don't really need a spark arrestor, no. Yes, it still counts as drop forged. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? All right. Move the isopropyl alcohol out of where the fiery bit's going to be. Now, normally I do this with my map gas torch, but unfortunately, obviously when I put the map gas torch away last time, it was still on. So we're using the oxy torch. Just have to be a little bit more careful because this is very hot. And I will burn a hole through my handle. It's nice and quick though. You're only looking for a surface char, you're not trying to actually make charcoal out of the handle. And this is an unnecessary step, you don't actually have to do this. I just choose to, because I like the aesthetic. mean, Alex Steele chars his all the way up to the neck. Some people like to do like the tiger stripe thing. I know Alex detests tiger stripe with all of his being. I was very tempted to make a tiger stripe handle for the English cut that I made him. Because I'm that sort of prick. Thought I was getting the shakes. Turns out it's just the fan vibrating the handle of the torch. Hey, Paul. Andrew, hang on. Sorry if I'm not paying a massive amount of attention to the chat at the moment. Kind of need to focus so that I don't fuck this up. Because this is very easy to mess up, especially with the oxy torch going. Dunsky Dunzo. Right. Okay. Now, blow. All good, Gary. See you, Eric. I have never set my beard on fire with a Toxie torch, knock on wood. Bollocks. Where did I put my drink? Over there. Oh. It's a process. Okay. Gloves. You don't really need gloves to handle boiled linseed oil. It's just that I hate washing my hands 16 times to try and get it out of my skin, so... I improvise. Bit of steel wool. This is 3/0 steel wool. If you're going to char your handles, I highly suggest using steel wool to apply your first layer of oil, because you'll rub out any of the char that's not stuck, which means your customer's hands won't turn black when they first handle the bloody hammer. And now there's lots of this. You're lucky some people pay money for this. Videos of men polishing their wood. Getting it all nice and oily. Exactly. Get it in there, boy. Nice and deep black. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. And I just sit them in the oil for a while, just letting it soak. The heads aren't oiled at this stage, and that's because I'm going to give them a head soak in a 50-50 mix of boiled linseed oil and turpentine. later on. Just got to get the tub out for that. But normally I let them the glue dry overnight, just in case there is any leftover glue. If I oiled the head right now, the glue would either wash out or not dry. And that's how wedges pop out. So I try and avoid oiling the head at this stage. And so yeah, sit them in the head first in a vat of oil for a little bit tomorrow, and then for the next few days I'll give them a coat of oil every day. And then they'll be ready for show. A couple of these will need steel wedges, but I'll do that after I've expanded the head with oil, because the wood likes that. And hopefully people at the show say, I want that. Any Bobby Duke Arts fans in the chat? So many hammers, so little time. At least my apron's getting a nice oiling. Right, Dunski, Dunzo. Finite. Just get the excess off my apron. It's not going to hurt it, but like to keep things moderately alright. So yeah, sorry it wasn't a super interesting stream. Mother. Bobby Dukes is a weird man indeed. Zebrawood is my favorite wood, but it's impossible to get here. Hey, Donut, long time no see. Yeah, everything is fighting me today. The weather is fighting me today. It's like, honestly, boiled linseed oil isn't actually that terrible when it comes to fire. It's pretty hard to ignite. The one thing you don't want to do is leave a pile of rags soaked in linseed oil in a corner somewhere, because they will self-combust. Show off the hex walk again. Dang it! It's currently oily as hell, but we wipe that off. They're only marked at one side this time because I couldn't fit them into my fly press. But, yeah. This one's the hickory handle. Kind of like how the grain shows through. And yeah, this one's a pack axe size. I also have a hatchet size, so you can see the handle length difference. Same size head, just different handle length. So yeah, I'll have 3 of these for the show. And 10 hammers, including 4 Viking cross pins, 4 English cutlass hammers, and 2 diagonal pin hammers. And then next on my list for this week, I'm going to try and get 2 blades done, 2 big blades done. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to try and get the handle on this integral saber that I forged a while back. So I'm going to try and finish this up for the show. And this parang. So I'm going to get that finished up. And those 2 will be on my table as well. That's pretty much all I can do. I've got 2 guillotine tools to bring with me. They're actually up on my Etsy page, so if they sell before the show, I won't take them. It doesn't really matter. I kind of need to sell them now anyway. Oh yeah, hatchets from ball peen hammers are quite popular. Yeah, so just, trying to chip away at things. I've only got a week left, and this week is going to be a hot one, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done. Hey, Sean, how you going? But the plan is I want to sharpen my gravers up. I'll probably be doing that this afternoon because it's quite warm today. So if you want to hang out with me more today, if you're around, I'll be on Twitch. So come over and say hi there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Have a great week. I don't know when next I'll be posting to YouTube. I'll probably be going live from the Perth Knife Show. I'll be going live on Twitch to do sharpening, like graver sharpening and doing some engraving work, hopefully. But yeah, hopefully see you then.